how to go from this to this. So here's what you're going to need. Your foundation, concealer, setting powder, matte blush, water mister or setting spray, neutral lipstick, lip liner, matte eyeshadow, mascara, eyebrow pencil. You don't have to own the same products and the same exact brands that I'm using in the video. You can just use your own products. For the tools, a makeup tray, foundation brush, powder puff, a concealer brush, or just use your fingers, and an eyelash curler. I'm using Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I put a small amount in my makeup tray, which is just the protective plastic that was in my Ofra eyeshadow palette. I use a foundation brush to sort of pat that into the brush very well. I apply the foundation on my skin. I don't blend it in right away. I just apply it all over my face and then I just buff that in. I usually put more foundation on my cheeks because that's where I need it the most. I have some redness and some patchy spots, so I focus on my cheek area. I make sure that I blend that out very, very well so that my foundation looks more like skin. And I have two areas where the foundation has trouble staying. So what I normally end up doing is just patting those areas down instead of wiping with the brush. This is actually a pretty lightweight foundation and also very good for oily skin or combination to oily skin. So this is what the foundation looks like after I'm done buffing it all out. So I'm using concealer, which I don't know why I applied it directly to my face. Normally I just use the back of my hand and I put way too much there. This is the Kevin O'Quay concealer. And because I put way too much, I'm going to use it also as eyeshadow primer on my lids. So the best way to use concealer for your under eye area is to apply a small amount to the back of your hand or on a makeup tray and then use either a concealer brush or your finger and you spread it out a little bit on your hand like, with a tapping motion, and then you just use a small amount to do your concealer, your under eye area. Whether it's foundation or concealer, you really don't need a large amount. I get that the trends online for foundation are like, using like 6 to 8 pumps and slathering foundation all over your skin, but you really don't need that much. And it's the same for concealer. You need a very tiny amount to do your under eye area. I'm using my finger here to do a patting motion. The heat from my finger will help to melt in the concealer into my skin. I just recently bought this Kevin O'Quay concealer and I have to say it is beautiful and it looks lovely on the skin. This is the finished look for the concealer. It's super pretty. Now I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown setting powder that I just bought last week. I normally wouldn't buy these things because they're super expensive, but I got it for a really good price. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I figured Bobbi Brown has to be good. You know what I'm saying? And I was not disappointed. So I used a Power Puff to apply just a small amount to set my under eye, and I was really, really impressed. So if I run out of this product, I will absolutely repurchase this at full price. It's that good. I used the small amount that was left in the lid to just set the rest of my face. I didn't really need to set the rest of my face because I had used matte foundation, but I have such oily skin that honestly this just can't hurt. But seriously though, look how good this looks. Come on, it's so pretty. I love it. Like seriously, I'm so glad I picked it up. Okay, so this is Lys. It's spelled Lys. This is a bronzing powder, and I actually really like it. It's a matte powder. There's no shimmer in it or anything like that. Like sometimes I like to have a shimmery bronzer, but today I just was feeling like I just wanted a more matte look. I don't use contour most of the time, and I kind of use my bronzer as a contour. I guess it just depends how I feel and how much time I feel like putting into my makeup. Both the Kevin O'Quay concealer and this product I purchased off of the Ipsy shop. I have a basic Ipsy subscription, which is okay, honestly, but the flash sales and the products that you can get at a huge discount in the shop, to me, that's what truly makes having Ipsy worthwhile. So this bronzing powder, as I'm using it, I use my brush to just gently press into it and pick up a small amount. And I really don't press too hard on my skin. Like, I go in really softly, and I make sure to blend this out very, very well because I don't want to have any harsh lines. I also use the same brush to do the minimal contour of my nose with this bronzer. So I take the brush and I sort of squish the tip with my fingers to flatten it out, and then I just very gently press into the product, like barely, and I just tap it onto my nose in the area that I want to have that shadow, just to give a minimal slimming effect. You also want to make sure that you are blending the product into your hairline. Otherwise, you end up having a line all around your forehead where the bronzer or contour ends and your hairline begins. And then you just end up looking like Donald Trump, and that is not a good look. Next, we are going in with my Ofra Cosmetics matte blush. This is a peachy orange, and I love it. This looks great on my skin tone. I also purchased this from the Ipsy shop. I got a huge discount. Unfortunately, it arrived completely shattered, but because it's a powder product, it's very easy to fix. I was able to press it back down into the pan, and it is good as new. This is such a beautiful shade for me. Peach and coral, those colors always look good on me. Now we have the most important step. I have this mister that I got off of Amazon, and it's just filled with water. So I mist my face, and this will just get everything to just blend in together. I never skip this step. Next up, we are going to line our lips with a light brown lip liner. Take your time doing your lip outline. Start in the middle of the top lip, and you don't have to draw the entire outline in one go. Make small strokes and just take your time. Lip liner isn't necessarily a must, but if you want to keep the lipstick from bleeding out of your lip line, this will do that. Also, if you are someone who struggles when you are applying the lipstick, this is going to be a guide for you to stay within those lines, and it just makes it easier. So I'm just thickening that outline. You can also, if you want to, fill out your entire lips with the lip liner. This will make your lipstick last much longer. This is a cream to matte Smashbox lipstick that I got, you guessed it, from the Ipsy shop. You can use any color that you have that is a nude shade to you. If you want to try these Smashbox cream to matte lipsticks, I highly recommend them. They are comfortable to wear, they dry matte, and they last a pretty long time actually. I'm using my NYX Lift and Snatch eyebrow pen to do my eyebrows. So I start in the front, I make upwards strokes with this pen, and I just fill out the areas of my eyebrows that are missing. I try to make more of a straight line for under the brow and leave it less defined for the top of the brow. I follow the direction that the hair grows in, and I also draw a few hairs in the front going upwards. So I'm obviously taking my time here, and if I only have like 5 or 10 minutes to get ready, I'm probably not going to use this method to do my eyebrows. I would just use a regular eyebrow pencil and just fill in the brow. So I also like to take my finger and just sort of smudge the front of the brow a little bit to make that part of the eyebrow look less defined. So I finished my other eyebrow off camera, and now I'm using a matte eyeshadow. This is from MAC. I just bought this actually last week. It's a neutral nude-ish color, and that's what I was going for. I apply this with my finger. I have no problem applying it or blending it out with my finger. I find that finger application is one of the easiest for doing eyeshadow, especially just one color like this. So I picked this up at a discount. It was a little bin of single eyeshadows for $7 each, and I'm glad I got it because this is the perfect color for this look. I got it from a local cosmetics store. So now we're going in with the eyelash curler. For the longest time, I wasn't curling my eyelashes because I couldn't find my eyelash curler, but I bought another one. This mascara is from Pacifica Beauty. You'll be shocked to find out that I purchased this from the Ipsy store as well. This mascara container is actually, it feels like it's made of glass. It is very heavy, which I kind of like. This mascara, I believe, has collagen in it. Not really sure if that does anything. Like, I'm not sure if the external application of having collagen on the eyelashes really does something, but anyway, I really appreciate this wand. It's really well done. I just bought two new mascaras lately, and the wands were such garbage. You can see that this wand has a wider base and a wider tip. And why does that matter? This wand is the perfect shape that when you're using it, it actually reaches the inner corner and the outer corner, getting all of the hairs without smudging mascara all over the place. It keeps the mascara on your eyelashes where it belongs. Some mascara wands are trash, some mascara wands are fine, but this one is really well thought out. I hope you liked this makeup tutorial. If you followed along and did your makeup with me, send me your pictures and let me know if you want me to post them on my community post or in my next video. If you stayed until the very end, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like and comment. I love you.